Thank you for tuning into Undercovering Hobbies. My name is Kira, and today we'll be having a fellow Hornet share with us their experience with playing guitar. Here with us is Andrew.
Hi. Glad to be here.
How long ago did you start playing guitar, and why?
I've been playing for 6 years now, and the reason why is because I had been developing this passion for music since I was in junior high. And then my freshman year of high school, I thought, why not try guitar, take a guitar class for a year and see how I like it.
Oh, very cool. Do you know music theory, and if so, do you think it is essential?
I actually took piano when I was 9 years old, and with that, I was trained in music theory and classical music stuff. But for what I do on acoustic guitar and electric guitar, I really don't think it's essential. It just depends on what your goals in music are. If you play in an orchestra, an opera, or a big band, of course you need to know music theory, right? But if you're doing folk music, rock music, punk music, you don't got to worry about that too much.
Yeah, I agree. What kind of music do you enjoy playing?
Oh man, I enjoy a lot of music. I approach music like I approach food, kind of. I'm very adventurous. I like to try new things and experiment. And I'm open to new ideas. I like folk music, I like rock music, I like punk rock music. I've been getting a lot more into metal, actually, lately.
Nice.
That's kind of how I diverged from my dad, because he was a very anti-metal kind of guy, but he loved punk rock.
That's very cool. Who's your favorite guitarist?
Oh, gosh, my favorite guitarist. In terms of just technical skill and innovation in the instrument and challenging what people think guitar can be, I'd have to say Jimi Hendrix.
Really? Why is that?
I really think he redefined what a guitarist was. Without him, you wouldn't have your Eddie Van Halens, you wouldn't have your Jimmy Pages, or your, even Carlos Santana. You wouldn't have him either without Jimi Hendrix. He just invented a style of rock and roll and heavy metal that I still like and I think is timeless and great.
Yeah. Do you have any experience playing in a band?
Not seriously. I haven't done any shows or nothing, but I just jam with fellow musicians, say we're in a band, but not really do any shows at venues or anything. And I still think those were valuable experiences because it taught me a lot about just working in a group, workshopping music together, playing in a band, and what the needs are, how to communicate with other musicians.
Do you think that's like performing and stuff is something you'd want to do?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to be performing today.
Well, yeah. Have you made any music?
Personally, I have 2 journals that no one should ever see ever of my own songs that I've been writing. And I just like to write sometimes. I don't do it all the time. I'm not like a fanatic about it, but it's something I enjoy doing from time to time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I know you said you wouldn't like publish anything or like any of those songs, but
never say never.
Okay, so do you have like a genre in mind that you'd want to?
I personally have developed a very strong love for acoustic folk songs.
Okay.
I think a lot of music today, a lot of pop music and metal and so on, is more about just vanity, and musicians are more obsessed with their looks and how they come across to the audience more than their actual messaging and what they say in their music. And I think folk kind of counters that and is kind of the counterculture, if you will, and saying, no, the messaging does matter, and simplicity and authenticity is really what I enjoy about it and what I enjoy about music in general.
Yeah, I agree. Not very many folk music right now. It's very interesting. Well, thank you. We'll return after this commercial break.
Can't stand the heat? Call Anaheim Heating and Air Conditioning.
Anaheim Heating and Air.
For over 60 years, Anaheim Heating and Air Conditioning has been repairing and installing all over Southern California. Call today at 714-772-9699. With an eye on excellence, Anaheim Heating and Air Conditioning is there.
A lot of people hold the sentiment that if you don't start learning music young, you'll never figure it out. What are your thoughts on that?
Even though I absolutely hated piano when I was 9 years old, I do think it's essential, or I highly recommend that you teach your kids an instrument when they're young, just for character development and just learning their own passion for music. But it's not necessary. You could learn music and learn an instrument at any age. Don't do it for like your own vanity, or just do it because you love art and you love music, and that's what it's really all about.
Yeah, that's true. Do you wish to pursue a career in music?
Never say never, I guess. Again, I have a strong passion for music. I love what I do. I just am exploring other avenues right now, but I am open to the idea of playing shows and seeing who'd be a fan of my work.
Yeah. Can you play any other instruments?
I can play piano poorly. I can also play bass, but guitar is my main thing.
Oh, okay. Do you have any advice for beginners at guitar?
It's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. And guitar starting out sounds like this really romantic and cool idea, but then when you start out, it's going to be very difficult. You're going to be tearing up your fingers on your left or right hand. The skin's going to be peeling off. You're going to get calluses. It's going to take you a straight minute to figure out how to transition from an A to D chord, and you're going to feel so stupid because all these other people are excelling at guitar and better than you, and you feel all insecure and stupid. But just keep at it, persevere, stay determined. It takes a lot of discipline to learn and especially master any instrument. Stick to it and you'll do great.
Yeah, that was good advice. Can you play something for us?
Of course. This is a song by Bob Dylan called "Blowin' in the Wind." How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Yay. That was really good. What song did you say you were playing?
Blowing in the Wind by Bob Dylan.
Is that your favorite Bob Dylan song?
I'd say so.
Okay.
Like 2 or 3 I go to all the time.
Is that like your focus, like learning covers right now, or no?
No, I'm inspired by his work. I think he said a lot, and he won a Nobel Prize in Literature for his songs, actually.
Yeah, that's very true. Very talented guy. Well, thank you for coming on the show. I enjoyed your time here. Very beautiful guitar playing. Thanks for stopping by.
Of course.
Thank you for tuning into Undercovering Hobbies. We'll see you next time.